Alright, FNAF fans, I am back. It's your boy, and let's just say I got back from seeing the FNAF movie. And I'll try not to give any spoilers away, but man, it was such a good movie for FNAF fans who's been waiting for 8 years for this. Me, maybe I'll at least say a couple years. I'm kind of new and kind of old to this whole little fandom, but let's just say the movie, I'm like, oh my god, I know that person. Oh my god. My sister's just like, okay, that was a pretty good movie. And you have me again, like, I want to watch it again. But yeah, it was a pretty awesome movie. Not as I expected. I did love like what they were doing in the movie. And I have to tell you guys, maybe like it's a little spoiler, but it's not like spoiler really about the movie though, but I have to say the first part where you get to meet the animatronics, it's scary, but once you get past the little scary part, then it's like, okay, this is kind of more of like a horror type adventure type movie. And again, the reason why I wasn't scared of this movie, it is PG-13. It is the PG-13 rating. So it wasn't like jump scare after jump scare after jump scare after jump scare after jump scare like in the FNAF games. But anyway, wow, it was I was impressed. I was impressed. In fact, look, I dressed up as William Afton, even though I don't right now have the hat with me. It's somewhere, probably in this room. But yeah, let's just say at the mall, I was being pointed at one kid. I think it was two kids that recognized me from going into the movie. Was saying, "Oh, it's Purple Guy! It's Purple Guy! Hey, Purple Guy! I can't wait to see FNAF 2. What about you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I can't wait to see it too." Not in that boring way though. Like, yeah, FNAF 2 is gonna happen some way or another. And then what else? Oh, when I was going to the arcade, I see like at least three, maybe junior high girls. I couldn't tell because I can't really see that good without my glasses. And I was wearing the glasses that came with this costume on, just for the heck of it. Yeah, but I did see them wave though. They were like kind of like this, like excited to see me. I was like, oh, who are you? Because again, I didn't have my glasses on, so I was like, okay. What else? What else? What else? Oh yeah, I was in Spencer's, and this one girl came up to me like, oh, are you the night? Oh my god, it's the night security guard. What are you doing here? So yeah, it was yeah, pretty fun day. But again, back to the movie, it was again not what I thought it was, but it was pretty perfect. It was like again, wait 8 years, and this was perfect. This was like wow. And I would have to say, if you're a little kid wants to go see like a first horror movie, I would highly recommend this one as your first horror movie because it is it is still a horror movie, but it's not like something the more it's not really like something like Scream or like have nightmares about, like you could say. Because once you read the backstory of the FNAF movie, they are just people in suits. You know, people in like there was no CGI. At least I've heard though. Well, there was a little bit of CGI, but the rest was animatronics or people in suits. And that's why I love the movie because they did not really use CGI for really anything. Well, for like a couple scenes, but other than that, if you're talking about like the animatronics themselves, yeah, those are like actual robots or actual people in suits. They're like nope, no to the CGI. Maybe in some parts and like bloody parts, but no CGI. No, nada. But yeah, I think that was like just a pretty magical feeling. Again and again, just I think it was a 10 out of 10. Not gonna lie, maybe a 9 out of 10. It was kind of like how would you say, again, a child going to see the first horror movie? This is it. So it was kind of like a 10 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10. But it's still a really good movie because I've been hearing from fans, including myself, watch it at least like 3 times. Doesn't care if it's on Peacock or not. They, the fans I ran into at the mall, literally were all saying like I went to go see this movie like 3 times in a row. Like this is how big that movie is. I would not no, I'm not joking, and I'm not even close to joking. I wouldn't be surprised if it somehow beats Barbie. Like I actually wouldn't be surprised because people are actually when I was in Spencer's, people were just talking about that movie. Barnes and Noble, people were talking about that movie. I'm like, I'm I'm how to say I'm like, well, forget Oppenheimer and Barbie. It should be FNAF and Barbie because it feels like Barbie is taking the world by storm, while this one's kind of like slowly doing the same. So it's pretty crazy, even though it's kind of like a little short movie, like 1 hour and something minutes. So it was kind of went by like fast, but again, like wow, wow. Um, I was about to say Steel Wool, but again, Steel Wool does also perfect with the FNAF games. And I was gonna say Blumhouse. Blumhouse, I give you a round of applause. You did a really good job, and the cameos as well. Again, I'm not gonna spoil nothing. One thing I am gonna spoil about, if you guys don't want to hear this, in 3, 2, 1, Markiplier is not in the FNAF movie. That's all the one spoiler I am gonna say. He is not in the movie. Maybe in the second or third, but he does want to be in those FNAF movies, like a cameo, but he's not in this one. Sorry for the spoiler. If you were trying to see if Markiplier was in this, you're not gonna get that though. I'm sorry, but maybe in the future movies. But anyway, now you can go back to non-spoilers. Um, again, just a really good movie. Like there wasn't like how would you say scares that would go like oh my god. I think there was only really like I think it was like only like really one that I didn't scream, but I was like oh my god. I was kind of like that oh my gosh type feeling. Was was one of the ghost kids that came out of nowhere. But again, it was pretty good movie. Like again, 10 out of 10 or 9 out of 10. It was just wonderful to watch. All this cameos and FNAF stuff that FNAF fans know, while other watchers would just be like, "What the hell is that dude freaking about?" Again, this is more towards FNAF fans than it is to horror fans, but I think also horror fans would also enjoy it as well. It's just for them it's kind of like a one simple movie, you know. You got a slasher that killed kids and put them in animatronics. Again, I wouldn't say that's spoilers because that's what also happened in the games and books. To us it's like, "Oh my god. Oh my god." But yeah, there is going to be a lot of references that fans like if you're in a big city and there's like a bunch of fans there for the FNAF movie, you're going to hear some screaming like Spider-Man No Way Home when again, spoilers in 3, 2, 1 when Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield came on scene. I was literally like, "Oh my god. Oh my god. This I'm dreaming. I'm dreaming." Like that type of feeling. But anyway, thank you for watching the non-spoiler review of Five Nights at Freddy's. Again, if you're a FNAF fan and haven't watched it, it is on Peacock and in theaters. And it is for you, my friend. Horror fans, you know what though? I'll give you the option you could go see it. But I wouldn't be surprised if you said, "No, I didn't like it. That was too cheesy or something." Again, I wouldn't be like surprised because it's more aimed for the FNAF fans. But anyway, thank you for all watching and have a good FNAF day. Oh, And I'll be releasing a little short and I think a little video after this. But again, have a good day.